Hello, welcome to How to Game Officials Mod 4, Accepting Games. My name is Mike Wint. I'm here to guide you through this process. Hopefully you've seen the first three on getting started, finding an assigner, managing your availability, and now, once you've done all that, you should have games coming in that you need to accept. I got a game assignment. How do I know? Well, I know I got a game assignment because I got a text message and an email. Text message. There it is. I can accept or decline from my phone. Email. If I want to accept or decline, I need to do something here. And I personally find it is easier to log into my account. If you go to these links, you'll be able to go right to that part of the assigning. I normally just open Game Officials and do it by hand. To be able to manage games, you have to be in the Michigan referee assigning part. That means you have changed identity to MI ref assigning and selected that as an official. I click here and it says, you got a game. And I have to accept or decline it. I know that I am available on the 24th of December. I know that I have nothing going on at 3 o'clock in the morning other than to go to this test game that we put in. It's not a real game, it's a test game. If you get assigned to a game at 3 o'clock in the morning, you can check with your assigner if someone's doing a test and maybe press the wrong button. So to accept the game, it's really difficult. You come over here to accept, you click accept, and hit save game. Done. Now, let's take a quick look at my games. You see I have 3 of them here. All 3 accepted. Normally you would see assistant referees assigned, but since these are only tests, we didn't want all kinds of people getting email notifications on games that aren't real. You'll notice over here on the right-hand side, Mike Wint's highlighted because that's me. Also, it's green. That means it's filled and accepted. A white outline, a white and black outline, means it is vacant and needs to be filled. A full black little guy here means it's filled, but it hasn't been accepted yet. And if it turns red, that means whoever it accepted has declined it. Printable schedule. I got a couple of ways to do it. I'm going to include the games from all the groups, show one on each, and I'm going to get my report. And it says nothing. It says nothing because I didn't select the date range. So come up to the date range, this here, get my report. There are my games. It tells me everything I need to know, and I'm all set. I have 3 games total. I can now print it by hitting the print button, and I'll have my piece of paper I can take with me. Now, if you use a calendar, you can come to that little icon and get a calendar notification, which I can open. It opens on the other screen, so I drag it over, and you will see Grand Valley Soccer Association has a U10 GM game. All the information that I need, and all I have to do is hit save, and it saves to my Outlook calendar, and it gives me all the directions that I need. Don't need to save that. To decline a game, you have to email your assigner. You cannot decline a game from here. I can't just click cancel. If I didn't want the game, I could have hit decline instead of accept. A box pops up and I have to type in that box why I can't do the game. Please don't just hit space. Please don't hit ASDF. We have the full list of all the reasons. We'd like to know why. Traveling. Injured. out of town. The most important one to point out to the assigner is that day's blocked, which means he wasn't paying attention. So, you get your game, you know who your game was sent to you by, because you know who your assigner is. You want to turn the game back, you have to go back to the assigner to turn it back. You can no longer turn it back from here. One very important thing. Assignments aren't forever. When you're offered a game, you have 72 hours, most of the time, to make a decision. If you're going to reject the game, you know you can't make it, reject it soon so the assigner can find someone else to fill the game. It's part of being good to your assigner and working on that relationship. If you're going to accept it, accepting it soon is nice too, because then it disappears from his screen, all the colors go green, and he can relax. If you wait 72 hours, the game goes back to him, and you get marked down with a decline. So make sure you contact the assigner and do what you need to do. If you are getting a game that someone else has already given back, and you're only 3 or 4 days out from the game, you may only get 48 hours instead of 72. So please, when you get the assignment, check your calendar, take care of it. Don't let it sit there and fester. It's not going to be like wine and get better with age. If you go to my availability, you'll now see there's brackets on the 24th and the 25th. Nothing on the 26th, but there is one on the 25th and 24th. That means I have games assigned on those days. They don't show up here on this schedule, but they do bracket. You'll notice the 24th I did not have selected as available. An assigner can give you a game on a day you do not have open. Of course, that's at his own risk, because if you tell him you're not available or you haven't told him you are, you might not be. That's why it's important to get into your availability and very quickly get it filled out. As I said, we're just in late July and we're already filling Premier and starting to fill some select games. So if you don't have availability, you're not getting games. What do you do during the season if you have problems with game officials? Reach out and contact your assigner. Send them a note saying, hey, it just doesn't work anymore. If you forgot or lost your password and can't get in, please contact me, Mike Wint, the State Director of Instruction, and I can reset your password. Send me an email and we'll take care of it. So, you've gone through the 4 steps of game officials. Any information that you need, you should discuss with your assigner, because they are experts in the game official system, and they'll be happy to help you because it helps them. Go on out there and have fun this season. Accept lots of games, do lots of games, get lots of experience, and I'll see you all at Recert. Thank you very much.